the purpose of this short module is to prove a lemma that captures all the basic properties of Bernstein polynomials that will be required in the proof of the Weierstrass approximation theorem. So let me just state the lemma. We have number 1, summation k equals 0 to n b kn of x equal to 1. We have already seen a proof of this basic property. Number 2, I should use Roman. Number 2, summation k equals 0 to n k b kn of x is nothing but nx. And number 3, summation k equals 0 to n k into k minus 1 into b kn of x is equal to n into n minus 1 into x squared. So these are some of the basic algebraic identities involving the Bernstein polynomials that will be needed in the proof of Weierstrass approximation theorem. So let's see a proof. So for this proof, I would need one basic property of these combinations. That is, I need this fact that k times n choose k is just n times n minus 1 choose k minus 1. So I'm not going to prove this basic fact. It just involves expanding out the left hand side and expanding out the right hand side and seeing that both sides are actually equal. You might have probably seen this in high school. So this identity will be needed. So let's proceed to proof of the second part. Because the first part we have already seen a proof. So we have to consider summation k equals 0 to n k times bk comma n of x. We want to analyze this quantity. So let's just expand it out and write it as summation k equals 0 to n k times n choose k x bar k 1 minus x bar n minus k. Okay, so I'm just summing over all k's. I'm summing over the expansions. This is nothing but summation k equals 1 to n times n minus 1 choose k minus 1. Note I have used the identity that k times n choose k is n times n minus 1 choose k minus 1 x bar k 1 minus x bar n minus k. Note the quantity corresponding to k equal to 0 vanished because obviously when k equals 0 that this term is 0. Okay, so now that we have this, we can take this n outside simply because it is not dependent on the variable over which we are summing, which happens to be k. So we can write this as n times summation j equals 0 to n minus 1 choose j. All I have done is set k minus 1 to be j. So x bar j plus 1 minus x bar n minus 1 minus j. Okay, so all I have done is set k to be equal to j plus 1. Fine. So this is just standard manipulation that you are no doubt familiar with from high school. Okay, now look at this quantity, summation j equals 0 to n minus 1 choose j x bar j plus 1 minus x bar n minus 1 minus j. Okay, what you do to this is we write this as equal to n x summation j equals 0 to n minus 1 choose j x bar j 1 minus x bar n minus 1 minus j. Okay, now this should look very familiar to you. From the first part, this is just 1. So this is nx into 1. We are just summing up over all Bernstein polynomials of degree n minus 1 now. Okay, so that sums up to 1, so you get nx into 1, which is nx. That's it. This concludes the proof of identity 2. Identity 3 is proved in a similar way, and I leave it to you. Is proved in a similar way and is left as an exercise. Left as an exercise. So this concludes this short module involving just basic properties of the Bernstein polynomial. This is a course on real analysis, and you have just watched a module on basic properties of the Bernstein polynomials.